Hi, my name is Matthew. I'm here to do a presentation on organ donation. The presentation is called Stars and Heroes.
Round 1. Do you recognize who these stars are? On the left is Kaya, music star and Idols winner 2012. On the right is Keegan Daniels, rugby star and Sharks captain. And these two. And for the guys, Tanya, who is a swimsuit model and TV star. Craig Burden, rugby star and Sharks hooker. Round 2. Do you know who these stars are? Anyone? Okay. Jacob Lopez, cycling star and gold medalist. Catherine de Beer, squash star and gold medalist. So what's the difference with these two stars? Well, they would have never have become stars if it wasn't for a hero. So what's the difference between a star and a hero? A star is someone who shines for themselves. A hero is someone who shines for others. You see, both of these stars took part in the World Transplant Games in Durban last week, because Jacob's hero donated him a new heart. Catherine's hero donated her a new kidney. Now, as part of the World Transplant Games, the South African Organ Donor Foundation is running a campaign called Save 7 Lives. You see, everyone can be a hero and save 7 lives. Oh, and by the way, do you remember these stars? Each one of them supports the Organ Donor Foundation and has registered to become a hero too. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty of organ donation. So, which organs can be transplanted? Does anyone know? Heart, 2 lungs, liver for the people with diabetes, pancreas, kidney, 2 kidneys. One donor can save 7 lives. Plus, you can help 50 more people, as tissue can also be transplanted, such as cornea, skin, bone, and heart valves. Many people ask, is there really a need for donors? Well, let's take a look at the transplant stats for South Africa in 2012. 27 hearts, 8 lungs, 35 livers, 9 pancreases, 237 kidneys, 254 cornea. How many operations does this add up to? Wow, almost 600. So, is there really a need for donors then? Yes. There are approximately 4,300 South Africans waiting for a life-saving organ or cornea transplant at present. But so many people die in South Africa each day. But of the 50 million people in South Africa, only 20,000 are registered as donors. That is less than 0.1% of South Africa. As an organ donor said, you don't need your organs in heaven, so leave them to help others on earth. Here are some tough questions. Is there a cost to me or my family? No. There is no cost to sign up. There is no cost for any of the transplant surgeries. But you also need to take note that you cannot make money from selling your organs. This is not a money tree. I am sure some of you are thinking, how do they know I'm dead? Well, before any transplant, 2 independent doctors certify the donor as brain dead through various tests. Some people argue that my religion does not allow it. Most religious groupings support transplant surgery. In fact, there were people from Iran, Israel, Egypt, all from Africa, Europe and Asia and United States at the World Transplant Games last week. So, how do you sign up? You can either register online or phone the Organ Donor Foundation or complete the ODF form. So what happens then? The South African Organ Donor Foundation sends you a small organ donor card to put in your wallet, stickers to put on your ID, and a sticker to put on your driver's license. This is my decision, right? It has nothing to do with my family. No, the reality is that your family makes the decision for you. So you need to talk to them and explain your wishes so that they will do what you want. Can anybody sign up? No. You have to be 16 years or older. If you are less than 16 years, you can still talk to your family. Encourage them to sign up. Tell them what you would like to do when you are 16. So what if you change your mind about being a donor? Are you stuck with it forever? No. It's easy as removing the stickers and card from your wallet. Tell your family. In conclusion, we can all be recycled. You have seen the evidence at the World Transplant Games where people have had a second chance at life. So, I encourage you, join the stars, become a hero, and save 7 lives. You see, to understand why sharing this message is so important, as a direct result of the World Transplant Games in Durban, 2 people became donors during that week and impacted 13 people's lives forever. By the way, I need a heart and double lung transplant. There have only ever been 6 of these operations in South Africa. Tina Beck-Bessinger from Hillcrest is the only surviving recipient of this in South Africa.
This is Tina and I at the World Transplant Games last week. Thank you for listening. Are there any questions?
It's not easy to stand up here. I know that most of you find it difficult to stand up in front of your class and do an oral. So to stand up in front of the whole school takes a lot of courage. And the value of the presentation that Matthew presented to us is just phenomenal. And I know, and we all know, that it's got a particularly important message for Matthew. And I thank you so much, Matthew, for having the courage to share this with all of us. And I'm sure that there are going to be many people in this hall that are going to seriously consider becoming donors as a result of your fantastic presentation. and we wish you all the best in finding a donor as soon as possible, and the whole school is behind you 100% on that.